Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Funny Stories with Oldschoolcurt. I was talking with a friend the other day that I used to work with way back in the day, like 2005. We both worked at Walgreens in Friendswood. I worked there from 2005 to 2011. Well, she reminded me of a couple of stories, and I was like, I've got to tell those. Here's the first story. I was working behind the cash register because I was a cashier at Walgreens. I was working behind the register, and my boss sent this customer. He sent this female customer up to me, and she had 2 shirts. We were selling these shirts 2 for $4, and my boss sent her my way, and I just kind of waved at my boss like, okay, I'll take care of it. And my boss was kind of giggling a little bit, and I was like, I wonder why he's giggling. And he goes to the promo aisle, and he's putting up Halloween stuff, and he keeps looking at me, and he's giggling. And I'm like, okay, whatever the hell that's about. And this lady comes up, and she goes, yes, these shirts are 2 for $4, right? And before I could say anything, I was like, well, she all of a sudden just went, ass fucker cock! And I went, what? And she's like, oh, nothing. They're 2 for $4, correct? Shit, fuck, bitch! And I went, okay, ma'am, are you okay? And she's like, I'm fine. I was just wondering if shit, cut, fuck, bitch! And I was like, yes, ma'am. For the love of God, they're 2 for $4. And she goes, okay. And she throws them on the counter. And I take her money and I get her out of the store. She pays for her shirts, leaves the store, and my boss comes up to me and he's laughing his ass off. He's just like, he said, dude, I know that customer. She's been coming here for years and she has Tourette's. And I didn't want to tell you. And I'm just sitting there horrified, right? It's not where the story ends. About 5 minutes later, that lady walks back in with the shirts. And she goes, let me speak to your manager. I said, yes, ma'am. My boss comes up there, and he's like, yes, ma'am. And she goes, these shirts are dirty. And he goes, oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. Here's 2 other shirts, Even Stevens. And she goes, no Even Stevens, asshole. I had to come back. And she stormed out of there. And then my boss looked at me and said, well, at least she actually meant to cuss that time. Good times. Second story. All right, this happened around 2006. I was working, same place, Walgreens. And I had 2 people in my line. There was this beautiful redhead, and in front of her was this tattooed up muscular woman. And she wants to buy some cigarettes. And I have to look at everybody's ID, for cigarettes. So I said, yes, ma'am, let me see your ID. I look at her ID, and no kidding, I'm going to put my acting face on. Her face looked like this. Okay, now you know how you say shit in your mind you don't mean to say out loud? I'm a Donahue, so I said that shit out loud. I was like, God damn, girl, were you high in this picture? Red-haired girl behind her starts laughing. She snatches her license back and leans in and goes, I've been clean and drug-free for 3 months. Thank you very much. And I just went, oh, shit, I done offended the drug rehab chick. Oh, just my luck. She takes the cigarettes and she leaves. And the red-haired girl behind her starts laughing. And I go, oh, man, I didn't mean to offend her. And that red-haired girl goes, man, don't worry about that. And I start spitting some game to the red-haired lady because she was probably 40 at the time, and I was like 26. I was trying to holler at a cougar. When all of a sudden I hear this voice go, hey, man. And I turn to the entrance, and there's this guy who looks like the drummer from Blink-182, but actually skinnier, and he's all tatted up. Lip, like he had the little lip ring. He had them black those black earrings that kind of make it look like you have Dumbo ears in. And I'm looking at him going like, holy shit. He looked emo. Skinny jeans, black shirt. The moment I saw him, the first thing I thought was, how could this happen to me? I made my mistakes. Where are you? And I'm so sorry. Me tonight. That little wussy pussy emo shit. So I said, yes, sir. And he goes, hey, man, did you tell my girlfriend she looked high in her picture? And I was like, yes, sir. And I apologized, and I'm truly sorry. And he goes, you shouldn't do that, man. 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 And he says this like 20 times. And I start laughing because I'm thinking about when Milli Vanilli got caught, when the record scratched. Girl, you know it. Girl, you know it. Girl, you know it. So he's like, you shouldn't do that, man. You shouldn't do that, man. And I go, hey, man, look, I apologize to your girl, and I'm sorry to you. And he goes, it's not good enough, man. That's not good enough, man. And I'm thinking in my head, this fucking olive oil emo bitch is pissing me off. And once again, y'all know I'm not a fighter. So I was cool. And then he goes, you know how you can make it better, man? And I was like, what? And he goes, you could go outside and get on your knees and apologize to my girl. that's when the Texas City Irish side came out of me, and I was like, man, are you out of your fucking mind? I ain't going out there and getting on my knees for your girl, man. Get the fuck out of my store. Well, he starts walking up to the counter, and he goes, you're not going to have a job no more, man. You're not going to have a job no more, man. And then the red-haired girl does the coolest thing. She goes, security, security. This dude and his girl have been harassing this cashier all day. And the emo guy goes, what? No, I didn't, man. No, I didn't, man. And the red-haired girl goes, dude, I saw you. I totally saw you. Your girlfriend came in here. She made a derogatory remark to him. She refused to show her license. And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about, man. I don't know what you're talking about. And he darted out. And I thank that red-haired girl. I think I even took her out to like a Casa Olay later. But thank you to that red-haired girl. Walgreens, working there. A lot of funny times. See y'all next week.